Чё? Так, вот оно.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Пойдем.
When Stanley came
Да,
to
в
the
смысле?
two open doors, he
Ты
entered
чё?
the door on his left.
Ты чё, тварь? Люблю левую. Ну, если он мне ничего не говорит, значит, я правильно пошел. Это откроется? Тоже закрыто. Это чувствую.
Yet incredibly, by simply
Видал?
pushing
Чё
random
могу?
buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
Что с
enter
этим?
the correct code.
Мне страшно.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passage.
Что-то открылось. Тут да. Люблю красные кнопки. Едем. Мне тут нравится. О, еще он.
The heart of the operation.
Mind control
Controls
status
labeled with
full.
emotions. Happy was over another human life.
Я, кстати, вообще не
For
слушаю,
he
на него
would
насрать.
dismantle the controls once and for all.
Что? А что я сделал? Что? В смысле?
Listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's
Не-не-не-не-не-не.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Ты
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Я не верю. Куда мы едем? Куда мы? Куда?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ага.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Типа да.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Красиво.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike
Что?
these negative reviews from the record.
Что такое?
Only
Что?
positive
Что?
reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
О. Книжка.
And here it is. Go ahead and give
Ah,
us shots of you asking for. And I'm... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal... Oh, well, there's...
Ну, заслужил, заслужил.
Catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I started to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's all right. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley!
Да, это
Stanley,
я,
please
это
don't
я.
push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Подумаешь.
You've just been frozen
А что
there.
она не нажимается?
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer.
Пока.
Oh, Stanley,
Что произошло?
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been
Что все такое темно?
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak. And you think that
Что-то есть?
just how it's always been. Me talking, you saying nothing. Not a single word. Just sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak. And you think that just how it's always been. Huh?
Просто как-то.
You saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Она
Doesn't
такая
that feel like what
желтая.
we've already...
Сколько прошло?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've
Скучно.
been through. I've
4 лет теперь мотаю. Что-то мне это не нравится. Сука, что это такое? Давай быстрей, быстрей. Все? Все? Он больше не работает. Где я? Сколько прошло? Куда я попал? Куда я попал? Что происходит? Какие пустые?
5 years later.
Очень долго идти. Видимо, недолго. Музыку играю. Музыка звучит. Новый, еще один новый контент. Что там?
Oh, good. You noticed my slide. Yes, I have something very
Давай.
exciting to show you.
Заинтригувал. Что ж там такого нового?
Well, two.
Я кончу, ладно, да.
Yes, is what fans have truly been asking for.
Дизайн прикольный, конечно, не спорю.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up
Что за
around
придурок?
them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button, кнопка, которая говорит твое имя. Кнопка, которая говорит твое
For the
имя.
validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Ну, как минимум это достойно сиквела. Поэтому пойдет. Чего либо?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says
Ты
the
что,
name
меня обманул?
Jim. But of course, in the final
Меня
game,
обманул?
this button will say your name.
В смысле,
whatever
какой
name
Джим?
it is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim
Какой в
to
жопу
really...
Джим?
Whoa, hold on.
Что?
I wasn't
Что?
finished setting up the backstory.
Что?
If you don't properly role play as Jim, then you'll
Окей,
never
окей,
understand the
окей,
impact
все,
of
не
this
трогаю, не
button.
трогаю.
Otherwise, it's
Допустим,
just a
допустим.
stupid button that says
Давай.
somebody else's name.
Давай, допустим.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become
Да
Jim.
блин, ладно.
Imagine surrounded by mem. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you
Что
go
обиделся, да?
humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your
Ну,
name, the
типа
button
Джим.
says. but
Может, меня реально так зовут? Что-то обиделся,
instead,
да?
I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
Стой, стой, я куда, стой, куда, стой, стой. Это Джим.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Что такое?
Get well someday. it
Какие
is.
белые? Я синий выбирал. Ладно. Да, белый. Джампсер. Я прыжки остались
You know
еще.
what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a
Да,
pretty good
это
idea.
так приятно.
I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Ух, да. Ладно, ставлю на потом, так сказать. На легкую новую ачивку. Как
Now
мне её
here's something special. You
получить?
remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Я сейчас
Well, I'm
получу.
developing a technology to simply
Сложную,
give
при этом
you the
легкую
achievement.
ачивку.
Yes, You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified.
в
This
смысле?
is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
Ты что тут меня обманываешь, да?
But I
Как с
guarantee it
Джимом.
will be fixed in the sequel.
Я
To
что
at last
влезаю?
satisfy the
Что эту
hordes
ачивку на
of
самом деле
Valorant
получил?
fans all over the world who have been
Падла.
uproariously demanding
Блин,
this
как.
feature. Gamers,
Ну, вижу
we
тебя.
hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Конечно, дыра там, да, точно, точно. Infinity Hall. Я забыл. Что это? Вот это самый Infinity Hall, как меня обманули с кругом вот в этом что-то. И она еще дальше идет. Проверим сейчас. Обмана вылетел у меня
Stanley,
или
here's an
нет.
idea you can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Допустим,
You see,
я
this is
падаю.
wonderful. One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and
Я
we
могу
can
двигаться?
continue onward.
Нажмите Г, чтобы вернуться. Не хочу нажимать.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport
Просто
button to go
так
back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner
А,
rather
то есть
than
ты от меня
later
там что-то
spectrum of
скрываешь?
things.
Что ты там от меня скрываешь? Что эта дыра на самом деле не бесконечная? То есть ты даже с этим меня
I don't know
обманул.
quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly
О, ну да,
exaggerated
я
the
угадал.
infinite nature
Я
of
угадал.
it. Is it of
Даже
those
с этим
days?
меня обманули.
You certainly did. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it
Даже
isn't
если
an
она глубокая и
astonishingly
бесконечная,
deep
значит
hole.
и
It
не
is.
конец.
Is it infinite?
Логично?
Well,
Логично.
that sort of depends on your definition
Да,
of
у нее есть
infinity.
конец.
From one
Значит,
perspective,
больно.
the infinite is merely
Что, где?
philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You
Серьезно?
found the bottom of
Что,
the
меня
hole.
кидали?
You found me out,
Не, ну,
Stanley.
что, умно.
I'm a liar and a cheat, and
Новая
you're so
кружка.
clever. Look, I think the issue here
Митинг
is just that
тупее.
you're unusually fascinated by falling. What
Just
any
the
person actually
two
wants to
of
fall
us
into.
can make it with
I
try.
figured
Just
the
the
hole was
two
as deep as
of
anyone would
us.
actually
Just
need.
the
Don't
two
you put
of
this
us.
on
Just
me.
the
Maybe
two
you're
of
the problem.
Of us. Wait a second.
Look, things
Every
got a little
pause
heated
button
there. I
is
think we
a
both
Roman
said some things
numeral.
we didn't mean. Let's put all this behind us and
Ничего не
agree
произошло.
to just call the whole
Ладно, подождем.
mostly infinite. If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Нет, не буду на нее нажимать. Мне скучно.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you
Что же
even
тут
more of
есть?
my ideas for the sequel.
Я и забыл уже даже про это ведро. Огроменное ведро.
A common complaint
Ведро.
of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say
Там
that
были
after
еще
much
5 collectibles
consideration,
item.
I've
Где-то они
engineered a
должны быть,
clever
да?
solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're
ладно.
holding the bucket,
Прямо
a
сейчас
sense
дашь мне
of
ведро?
calm and ease will fill your mind
Да,
and your
хочу
heart.
ведро.
It's true.
Давай ведро.
As long as you hold on to
Давай,
the bucket,
моё ведро.
the many
Дай сюда.
disorienting
Дай
contradictions of
сюда
the
ведро.
Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps...
Было жутко.
Can you feel it?
Там есть
The
ведро.
glow of comfort, even in the face
А,
of
ну, можешь вообще
crushing
лучше
despair,
сделать.
must already be sweeping through your body.
Выпусти меня с
And
этим
in
ведром.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you
Оно
an air
красиво,
of
оно же
charisma
внутри
as well.
прорисовано. О, да.
I think that just holding
Это
it
ведро, оно
has
даже
made you the
трясется.
slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits
Ой, оно
you in the
красивое,
Stanlей
только она, по-моему, не
Parable
отражает
series.
ничего. О, спасибо, что выпускаешь. Это новое. Эпилог.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, Well, we'll
А,
figure
ну
that
да,
out later.
потом, да. Собственно говоря, все, я так полагаю. Чемпионом настроек я так и не стал. Стэнли. Я опять вижу лицо Стэнли. Ну, по крайней мере, половину лица. Его я уже увидел.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do
Ты
you
меня не
like
отберешь
all
ведро?
the new
Я хочу с
features?
ведром побыть
Yes,
еще.
I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly
Да,
these
висись ты.
features will come
Висись еще.
together as one single
Висись еще.
coherent video
Ладно,
game, but
тут представляешь, что я
I can
сижу.
feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say,
О,
let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these
Huh?
new features together, and we'll see whether or not it
Ну-ка,
coheres into
ну-ка,
a
ну-ка.
meaningful
Удиви.
gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Да,
Here it
готов.
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Там прыжки. Не коллектабл. Дай заберу.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Дай ведро.
Hold on. Let
Фу,
me do
ведро,
a different
прыжки.
arrangement.
Покрути чуть.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Может, в
Here
этот
we
раз у
go.
него может что-то и выйдет.
Version
Потому что
2.
до этого выиграла кто? Ну вот,
Who am I
другое
kidding,
дело.
Stanley?
Там кнопка
This
даже
isn't a
джин есть.
coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much
Круга для
enjoy creating gags, but they don't
Ах ты
add up to
падла, ну
anything.
все, не, говно, переделывай,
I
там
wanted
нельзя
more than
прыгать.
anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original
Yes.
Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
А нормально,
With
что я
respect,
вижу
with
текстуру
care for the
вообще-то, да?
vision and integrity of the
Всё
original
адекватно.
game. Would it
А,
possibly work?
прикольно ты
I
придумал.
suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous
Ну да,
title
так
screen.
пусть будет.
A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2."
Вот
Let me
эта
see
маленькая
if I can
комнатка,
whip
что ли?
something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Давай взгляну. Загрузка. Чё? В смысле? Так. Я, по-моему, покупал не вторую часть, а Ультра Делюкс. То есть это все-таки...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Мне так и не вернули.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Ведра я больше не
Perhaps he had
увижу.
simply missed a memo.
Ведро!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Что? Я могу подняться наверх? И что мне это даст?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Так, допустим, может что-то появится сейчас. Дёрка меня не может обмануть.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button.
Ладно, так уж и быть, пойдем. Ну, последний разок. Ладно, поехали вниз.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Ничего, я его разговорю.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Третий раз отправляюсь.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number bucket would finally understand Stanley's work. For months he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life. This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.